Do you want to add a functional and good looking built-in seat in your home? Let me show you what I did and what you can do, all next on Home Pro Hero. So I have this dead space in my closet that I want to customize and give it a touch of my own design. It's pretty much worthless space that I can definitely make a seat and some storage. Should be a super quick and easy DIY solution. Let's get to work. The first thing we need to do is get these baseboards off. I hope to reuse all this, so I gotta be really careful. I don't want to bang up the drywall too much. Demo's done. Let's go out and build the carcass for the bench. I went to Home Depot, got a sheet of plywood, didn't have a truck, so I just had them cut it down, which will work for this bench. It's a plywood oak finish, so a little bit more expensive because it's oak. I plan on staining the top of this and painting the rest of it, but unfortunately, because I had to stain something, I had to go with the higher quality. There's going to be 3 pieces of this bench. One is going to be the carcass, or the box part of it. The other part's going to be the top, which is going to be the stained hinge part, the lid. And then there's also going to be a faceplate, which is going to be the board and bat and wainscoting look that I love so much. Okay, it's still super cold in Indiana, but we're in the garage. We're going to cut these pieces down real quick. I need 64.5 to give me a total width of 66. My 3/4 inch plywood is going to be on the sides, so I have to add the 1.5 inch in there, but I'm basically looking at 64.5 plus 1.5 inch for the 2 sides. Okay, I've got my main piece, I got my 2 side pieces done, and then all we're going to do is attach our sides. Screws and glue, plenty good enough for what I'm doing. I took a 2x6, ripped it down. I wasn't going to use 2x4, but both of my 2x4s are kind of twisted. So I used this 2x6, ripped it down to about half or so. I'm simply going to put this on the back side. This is not going to be visible. I mean, I guess it'll be visible in the bottom part of it, but I'm going to paint it white, and no one's going to really care what's inside this. So no one's really going to see it. So I'm just going to simply install these. These will be my backers so I can screw into the wall and get it nice and tight up against the wall. Okay, it's gonna probably fit somewhat snug. I made it purposely loose, about 1/4 inch or so. So that way it fits in here. It's not gonna matter if it's not tight, the box, because the fact, oh, it fits perfect. Good. Doesn't matter if the box is tight or not, for the fact I'm getting a faceplate on here. It's gonna have 1x4 on each side. I like the height, I like the look. Let's take it back out, let's go prime it. Real quick, I got 2 coats of primer on the front and 2 coats of finish. And the inside I just have a coat of primer, maybe 2 coats, I can't remember. Okay, we just put the level on, everything's good to go. Sometimes that could be out of whack. This is a fairly new house, it's only, 4 years old. It's good up front here. Perfect on the back too. From here to here, it's fine. I'm gonna just go snug up against the wall, it should bring that up. That's pretty much it. I'm just using regular 3-inch screws. I'm gonna find some studs. I've talked about the stud finder in other videos. Great thing. It's goofy as heck looking, but it works like a champ. Okay, that's nice and installed now. Now we're just gonna do the face. Just need to get some quick measurements. I don't want it to be exactly tall to the floor to the top because my floor may not be level. So I want to make sure I have a little bit of room, maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, it doesn't really matter. Basically, we're about almost 16 inches exactly. And I want this to fit somewhat tight, not real tight, but tight enough. That's 66 and almost an inch. So good news, the baseboard we pulled off when we started the project, it's 66 and 1/8. It's exactly what I need for the front of my bench. So I'm gonna reuse this as is. I just gotta pull some nails, get some caulk off the back. And then we're gonna build that little wainscoting wall, starting with this piece on the bottom, 1x4 on top, and then 1x4 rails. I've got several videos out there in wainscoting. I'll speed this one up. Definitely tight. Oh, that's great. Well, I guess I screwed up. I'm a little too high. I must have measured the middle pieces about 1 inch too long. That's great. Not a problem. What I'll do is I'll just go out and use the table saw and I'll cut this lip off. The 1x4 will be a little bit smaller than I wanted, but it's not gonna hurt anything. That sucks. Screwed up. Can't be perfect all the time. Done. Basically use this for my seams. It's good stuff. Sand it and you can just go right with regular paint right off the top. Okay, while we're waiting for the face frame to dry, let's go ahead and measure for the top. So 14 by 66 is what my top's gonna be. You could do a template and make it perfect and exact. I don't think it really matters. I'll have to caulk a little bit on the side, but you'll never see it. So let's not worry about it. Small little crack right there, not much. And then nothing here, tight as could be, and tight across the back. So got the board all measured out, 8.5 inches off each side. I'm 3.5 inches from the front to the back. Hopefully that gives me enough room where it stays up, the lid. But you can see here, I've got the lines. So now the hard part, I gotta cut the lines. Haven't really decided. I'm probably gonna use a jigsaw for the sides. I may have to do a plunge cut across the back with the table saw. Don't really like that idea, but I may need to do that. Keep our fingers crossed. Regardless, we'll have to sand it down and make sure everything's nice and level and nice and straight and true. There goes nothing. Hope I have a steady arm. Okay, the reason why I used the tape is just to make sure that the plywood, not the front board, but the plywood would not chip up. Doesn't look like it did. We're in pretty good shape, not bad at all. This is the same stain that I used in our house, I believe, I hope. If you like this color, yeah, definitely gonna take 2 coats. If you like this, this is it. If you like this color when I'm done, I'll put a link in the description of what color it is. I think it was at Sherwin-Williams. All right, here we go. Everything's assembled, ready to go, ready for assembly. I've got the top actually drying out front. I still have to put a support 2x4 across the back to have the seat sit on. But other than that, we're gonna go and put the front base on and the baseboards and all that so we can get it caulked. I can do the final paint on the face while letting everything else dry. So real quick, this is pretty simple as long as I don't make a mess. Just gonna put a little bit of liquid nails on the back. Okay, I'm firing 18 gauge, 1.25 inch nails. Real quick, caulking super easy. It's really all you need right there. Plenty right there. You get done, that's all you should have left. Here goes nothing. Hope it fits. love the color, actually. The brown looks good. I'll have to touch up the sides where I kind of banged it up trying to get it in there. It's pretty tight. Now let's go get the lid and see how that fits. Look at this finish. Beautiful. That's oak. The stain I'll put in the description, like I said, and that's a warm satin finish, so it's not too shiny. 2 coats of that. Sand in between. Okay. Not bad. Wow. Looks custom. Okay, I pulled it back out because I want to go ahead and put some liquid nails down just to make sure it stays nice and tight in there. And I'll help cushion a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna tack it down. Not too many nails because the liquid nails gonna do most of the work for us. I put in about 8 screws. I left the 2 end ones empty for now in case I have to adjust this hinge. I don't think I will. Just put the hinge right on the seam. You know, made sure the front was nice and even with the front, and the gaps are all right. So let's see if it opens. Like always, I've already done it off camera and it works like a champ. Didn't mean to be a spoiler, sorry. Ta-da! Oh, sorry. Just enjoying a book on a rainy day in my closet on my new bench. Let me show you how it turned out. Everything's painted, primed, patched. Looks great. And I just threw some stuff in. Once this video's over, then what I'll do is I'll stuff to the gills. Real quick, easy DIY project. I probably got about 150 bucks in it. Hey, let me know in the comments how you liked it. Give me a like, subscribe, and next video, you'll see me putting one of these big windows in that master bathroom.